Welcome to the third season of Guild Survivor. 2 guilds, 2 tribes, Death Jesters versus Heroes to Heroes. They'll compete in a series of challenges, PvE, PvP, endurance, and battles of wit and battles of fun. Everything you love from the TV show, including the drama, the challenges, tribal councils, backstabbing, and hidden enemy idols, are in play with a number of Warcraft twists. In this season of Guild Survivor, we'll be saying goodbye to many of our favorite Legion zones and activities and prepare for the next expansion. Some of your favorite events from previous years will be coming back, but with twists. Join us every Monday at 10 p.m. Eastern for an hour-long episode of Guild Survivor. Last week, the Heroes to Heroes tribe voted out Ashram. The Death Jesters tribe voted out Pandoxian. In a surprise twist, one player from Death Jesters was disqualified and will not be returning. 17 players remain. 2 guilds, 2 tribes, 1 sole survivor. All right, so Death Jesters, you're down 2 players from the previous week, and Heroes to Heroes, I mean, they're sitting pretty with 1 advantage. Sev, how does this, how does this really play into Death Jesters right now? Are you guys feeling that a bigger loss with down another player?
I'm still confident that we'll do fine. So I think
Okay.
we're going to be all right going this week.
And Happy, going into it, I mean, do you guys really have the confidence that, well, now you really have an advantage of potentially, that 1 extra person may help you in extra challenges?
Maybe. I think us being down a couple people having some subs in might be the equalizer for them since, we have new people in, they're down a person. So I think at the end of the day, it's sort of evened out.
So, and Beaver, I mean, you guys do have 2 subs. Real life comes first, and that's totally fine, and we're here to have fun. Do you agree with Happy? Do you guys think you're at a bit of a disadvantage, or the game's a little bit more equal, given that, you have Heroes to Heroes from multiple raid teams, maybe not meshing it as well as the DJ tribe might? Do you think you guys are on the level playing field there?
Absolutely. DJs are going down.
Okay, well, those are strong words. All right, so I'll read the first clue for you guys. So every week we have tree mail coming from Ariana, which is in the form of a riddle, giving you guys a bit of a clue as to what the next event or events will be. I'll read this one out. The 3rd act of our Season 3, a callback to a former challenge we see. One known well by survivors past, hopefully one the rest will learn fast. Here each team can beat the summer heat, all while staying above the void beneath their feet. Speed is the name of the game like before, though take care to stay upon the string floor. Any ideas as to where you guys are going for this next challenge?
Howling Fjord.
Yeah, we're going to Howling Fjord, but we're going to have a couple fun twists. So here's the portal.
Of course we're going to have fun twists.
Yeah, that's understatement of a fun twist. So here's the portal going to Dalaran. I'll explain the challenge as we fly over. You guys can hit the portal and go. So what we'll be returning is our tightrope challenge. And for those of you that have either played in previous years of Guild Survivor or have seen it, it'll be a very similar event, except there will be a fun twist. So in the first season, it was simply running across. In season number 2, we made the players drunk. In season 3, it'll be the toughest challenge yet. You guys will be ferrying players across on your expedition yaks or your grand mammoths. So I'll explain how it works. There are 6 total ropes, and you will have 6 players running or relaying or ferrying those players across. 2 of your players, so Heroes to Heroes, you'll have to sit 1 person out. 2 of your players will need to be ferried across every step of the way to the final edge. So you'll start off on your Grand Mammoth or your Expedition Yak or whatever it is at the top floor. All 3 players, 1 person will be carrying those 2 guys down to the first post. Once you get to the first post, the next person will be waiting in their yak. Once the players have transferred from one yak to the other, then the second person can go. You need to have the 2 players ferried across every single post, every single rope, all the way back to the end before you can finally win. Heroes to Heroes, if you are sitting somebody out, the same person cannot be sitting out twice in the challenge, so they will need to potentially compete in the challenge right after this one. So decide how you guys want to strategize. Again, there are 6 posts. Once we get there, I'll give you guys a quick rundown, an example of how it's going to work. All right. So
for ZTH, I think Lionel's going to volunteer to sit out, unless
That works.
any of the other folks have issues with that. But I think that'll be just fine.
okay.
Yeah, that works for me.
So of the remaining 8 from each tribe, 2 of you will not be running. 2 of you will be carried.
Sounds like a job for Hash.
Thank you. I'm glad somebody brought that joke in there. I was waiting for it. All right. So once we head over to Howling Fjord, this will be a tough one.
I mean, I don't mind doing it.
So 6 of you will run.
No promises.
Yeah, so the 6 of you that are running, you need to make sure you actually have some kind of multi-person mount that you can carry 2 people across, or 3 people across, rather, including yourself. All right, we're going to fly over there. We're heading over to Howling Fjord.
So, with LVUI and the Yak, how do you boot the vendors off?
You right-click on them on the little. It shows your mount to the right of your frame, or to the right
It'll take a little bit of setup, but it'll be a quick 5-minute challenge, potentially.
On each little individual
So I'll
thing.
explain. So I tested this challenge a little bit earlier. It's actually pretty tough. I did it in about 3 minutes, and even I made a few mistakes, and I fell off a couple times. But yeah, you guys will have a little bit more challenge, especially. You'll see. It's fun.
Are there going to be swap blasters involved?
No, we will.
I wanted to, but they wouldn't let me.
I was thinking dazzling rides as we tried to run across is what the twist would be.
Yeah, we were debating going all out, so everything is allowed or nothing is allowed. And then I said, well, let's turn this into mounts because that's going to be crazy fun. So we were going to allow everything from swap blasters to speed boosts to blinks to everything, or allow nothing. So it'll be nothing plus mounts. Gliders. You can't glide.
I can never remember where this stupid thing is.
We're almost there.
They
But if you guys have any rule clarification questions as to what's allowed, what's not allowed, pretty much nothing is allowed. So no pots, no shrinking potions, nothing is really allowed at all. No transmog, no swaps, nothing like that. So I'll
How
give
about
you
class abilities?
yeah, no class ability, nothing like it. Basically, you are running and jumping with your mounts.
Okay, well, we've got at least 1 demon hunter. We've got 2, so they've
That's
got
just
to be
on my
really
way.
good.
Just on my way to get
They'll be
Noggenbuggers
on a
too.
mount?
Yeah, no
You can't
Noggenbuggers.
double jump on a mount.
Yeah.
You
so
know what we could do is make the demon hunters be the ones that are the carriers. That would solve that problem.
what problem?
Oh, jumping from the mount to another mount, use the double jump. That's what she's thinking, I think.
Well, if you can see here, so Kramer's got. So if I'm in Kramer's mount now, I can right click to Hot Fuzz's mount, and then I'm jumping across. So that'll be the goal from post to post. Let me
Okay, so everybody's going to have to carry. I gotcha. That's awesome.
Yeah, so we're gonna have 6 carriers, 2 players being carried, and I'll give a quick rundown of how this is gonna work. So for instance, I'm in my yak, and I'm gonna make this first jump over, and so this will be the first one over here. You'll carry the first 2 people to the first post all the way down there. So it's a little bit harder than it looks, as I fell and Lionel fell. If you fall and die, I mean, we'll try to res you, but ideally don't. So we'll have you go on each post. It's a little bit tougher than it was for me earlier, but you'll go from, again, post to post. You'll walk all the way down with your Grand Mammoth or Yak until you get to the next post. The next person can be waiting already in their Yak. So those of you guys have to set up who's going to be at which post. There are 6 total. So the harder ones are typically well, you'll figure it out. But you can have somebody at each of these next posts, have them ready with their Yak waiting on top. On top of the wooden post and not on the actual rope itself.
So it's the same two players that are always being transported?
Correct. It is always the same two players being transported the entire time. So decide which two are going to be carried the entire time. So if you can see where I am now, guys, I'm on the first platform. Both teams will be doing the exact same race, the exact same path. The first post here where Kramer is. Kramer, are you going to be the first person, or the transfer person for DJs?
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, you'll be waiting here. You can be waiting on your yak. I mean, whatever position you want. If you guys do fall off or you do die, I mean, you'll set your team back. We'll get you res quickly, but you have to go back to the previous post. If you were to fall off at any point, each post is a save point for your team. So if I'm on Kramer's post here and I fall off shortly after, well, I can go back and start again. Everyone will have to get back to the post. Kramer will then mount up and head on over. So if each person wants to go to their respective starting points, we'll get going shortly, and the carriers will be at the starting point.
So
Which side is which? Do we decide?
Well, we drive on the right side. We're going to go on the right side.
Oh, so this
not
is
the
a
wrong
loop,
side.
right? Is this a loop, or
This
is
is a
it
full
each
loop.
same?
This is
Okay,
a full
gotcha.
loop, yeah.
Oh, so the people going are going to be on the same side, like inside of each other.
Yeah,
That's great.
that sounds like we should have. That would be fun. What are you talking about?
All right, so as you guys get sorted out, do you guys know who's being carried on each team?
Are we not splitting our own channels for that?
Yeah, we can split in your own channels. Go for it. If you guys want to split in your own channels, get set up and go to your respective spots. The first person, the first carrier, can start here on the wheel along with their two people they are carrying, literally. You are literally going to be carrying people in this
Nice.
challenge.
Find where everybody went.
All right.
Did
And
not
there.
have the least.
Is there like a different channel?
Oh, 1 sec. Accurate, 1 sec.
All right.
And who else needs to go to a channel? I think that's it.
I need
Lionel.
to get moved, but I'm trying to get.
Post here. I don't know.
All right, yeah, that works.
All right, so you guys have everybody
So I
here?
think
work
that's...
All right.
we're still working on things.
No, that's fine. I just want to make sure everybody's in the right channel. All right, cool.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, so as those guys get set up in terms of strategizing who's going to do what, it's a pretty short challenge, but it is a very, very, very difficult challenge. They'll be starting off from this section right here. Every single which way, every single jump is a difficult one. No practicing. Get to your posts and stay there. So each one of these little jumps are very difficult to make. It's compounded by this giant ass mount, and it's very difficult to gauge where you are on these mounts when you're going from some of the more difficult jumps. We've done this challenge before with our stream, with beta keys, that kind of stuff, and it is extremely difficult to do. But just imagine you're on this tightrope here. You're on a giant expedition yak. You have two players that you are carrying on this side and need to run them across this tightrope here without falling off. And you've got a long ways to go both down. If you fall off early, you're going to die and fall off that cliff. Iron Dan should not be practicing and heading over. So as you get to the next one, the person is going to, the people that you're carrying are going to jump onto the next one. Hopefully they jump on the correct person, and then you need to make the jump across to the next rope. As they go across, this is going to roll you over and keep going all the way across until they finally reach the end. So they're going to do a full loop all the way down here and then back up the other way as well. How many do we have?
Hey,
One,
Sparty,
two, three, four.
when we're starting off at the beginning, are we starting on the wheel, or are we able to start on this first post here?
No, we're starting on the wheel. Starting on the wheel each way.
Okay.
Starting on the wheel each way. Post 3 and 4. Is that 3 and 4? 4. Yeah, that's fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Post
All right, I got another question for you. This first little transition right here, are we able to dismount, walk over it, and then remount, or do I have to hit up, walk over this, and jump down with it?
Sorry, which one? The first one?
Right here where I'm at.
Let me fly up there.
Okay.
Are you at the very start?
Yeah, the very first one.
So the very first one, you start at the wheel, and you just need to make the jump over the first little dragon head.
Okay, so we can't dismount and then remount on the rope again? Just over, like, I just want to dismount and walk over the wood, then hop back on, so I don't have to do this jump right here.
No, you have to make the jump. I mean, you
Okay,
can.
that's fine.
Yeah, you can hop on the wooden part, whatever. But I mean, you're gonna be hearing people either way, right? So if you dismount, then you're gonna eject them, and they're gonna fall to their death.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So we have to make the jump. All right, we
Push
can
back
do
to
it.
my channel.
No problem.
Let me just give him access, hopefully. All right. Good old days where guilds had events. This is going to be a good one. This is a super challenging one. I got him perfect.
Who needs to tell them that Ilina Wank needs to get on the wood, not on the rope?
Yeah. So
Oh, fuck. That's like part of one of the hardest parts is getting from this wheel onto the rope because that small little fall.
This is one of the most difficult challenges in Guild Survivor. Are you guys more or less ready in terms of who's doing what?
Yeah,
so.
so
Just make sure we have
question.
everybody at the spot.
The first, so we start on the wheel. Does
Yep.
this technically not count as the first post? Like we have to make it over this, or are we starting on?
No, you
this?
start on the wheel. You have to make it over the first post.
Oh God.
So, for instance,
It's gonna be difficult.
so
And make sure you're clicking your team's.
yes, that's the other one. Make sure you're hitting the right mount and don't jump on the enemy team's mount. That would be bad. So the big thing is, you're starting on the wheel, and the first checkpoint this is the starting point. If you fall off at some point here, well, then I'm going right back to the starting point. But if you fall off after the first checkpoint, then you can go back to the first checkpoint to make it a little bit easier for your life. Does that make sense?
Okay, but if we fall in the process of going over it, we have to go back to the start, right? Or if we just get to it, it's a checkpoint.
No, if you just get to it, it's a checkpoint.
Gotcha.
Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah,
You know,
Sparty,
could
how
the-
about if an enemy jumps in and they're winning and you just jump off with the enemy? Can you get back on your post?
Sorry, what?
If someone's ahead, like say DJ's is ahead and they accidentally jump into my, can I jump off with them? Can I, after I dump them, get back to my original post?
Oh my goodness.
Sabotage. Like if they screw up and jump with the wrong person, can we just like off them and then come back?
Yeah, but then you're offing yourself too, right? And then you both need
Oh,
to
but
fall
our
down.
but our team's not there, so we're not really wasting any time.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Oh my
Interesting
goodness.
strategic move.
Wow.
Okay, so who?
Allow it.
Maybe start off.
Sure.
There's no, hashtag remakes.
Can we just check that we've got people at each post?
All right.
A kind of understated difficulty here, guys, is going to be getting in the right mammoth or yak.
Yeah. So do you guys have any
Is there any way
questions?
we can guarantee that? We're just sorting out a couple
That's okay.
things.
Yeah, and you're right. I mean, it's a good point. Make sure you guys are jumping the correct mammoth in order to succeed. Otherwise, if you jump in the wrong mammoth, or they jump in the wrong mammoth, you can feel free to just jump off and slow them down, whatever. You need to have two of the correct people in your mammoth before you jump off the next wooden thing. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So
I'm still trying to find someone there's not somebody.
So Dan, whenever the person moving to the next one gets there, do a 180 and stick your ass to the other one, so it's a shorter jump.
So just make sure you guys are starting on the actual wooden post and not on the rope, because every post should have a little minor blip or a jump. Going from post or from rope 3 to 4, you need to jump on the wheel and transfer the person over.
All right. Hashtags on the rope though.
And we're only allowed to be the mountain rider or the driver once, right?
Correct. You only need to make one pass. Everyone is assigned one section of the rope. That is it.
So really, you only need 5 carriers, right? Or do we need one on the very far? I guess I'm confused on where.
Okay. So there's one at the start. Okay. The first section. Then there's a second section of ropes. That's 2
Blue.
carriers. Then there's a third carrier, 4th carrier, 5th carrier,
So,
6th
so
carrier.
somebody needs to be on the far wheel down here to come back.
Yes.
Correct.
So there's nobody from the other team down here.
Perfect.
But it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Okay, so
Also,
when it's your turn to carry, then when we get to a section,
It's gonna be a
could
tough
you
one.
call your own name out so we know who to jump into?
Sure.
These
I'll
guys are-
keep an eye for them too, so we can see.
There should only be one mount there for you to jump into anyway. So.
Well,
Oh,
no,
I
but
thought the
I'm
other
on
team
the
might like to mount up to confuse
ZTH
us.
I'm on the
needs
end, making the
someone on
transition
the back
back
wheel.
Oh, are we all riding on the same side, or can we go on the opposite sides? Can you
You'll
have
be
them
riding on the
start
same
on
side.
left and we start on the right? Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're all gonna go down the same side.
Good, I'll be able to trick them.
This is post. There. So you're going from blue to purple to red.
Question, Sparty.
Yep.
Are we allowed, like the people who are done carrying, are they allowed to cause distractions or get on their own mounts to try to confuse the other team?
I think that the challenge will be difficult enough, so we'll see how it goes. Maybe in a future one. I mean, before we had stampedes and distractions and things like that, but we'll see.
Where's the
Didn't say
ending
no.
point? Where's the ending point?
The ending point is the wheel that you've started on.
Here. Is this starting point where I'm standing right now okay?
Which
Get
where
those
are you?
cheaters.
The very first one.
The very first, you need to be on the wheel, and not on the first dragon head. But the first dragon head is your checkpoint. So what I've told the other team is, if you fall off the wheel and you land right here, then you start at the start again. But if you make it to the dragon, and let's say you miss the jump off the dragon, or to the dragon, you start at the dragon itself here. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. So we'll get a marker here. Why don't you guys start on midgets to make it easier?
Who is this ZTH practicing?
Remember to kick off the NPCs when you mount, or we won't be able to
Somebody
jump
go tell Amy to
Yeah,
fly over there.
Yeah, people.
Let's just,
Okay, we're gonna start on midgets here. Whoever is first. Looks like Yesvin and Iron Dan are first. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we'll start there. They're right on midgets. Perfect. Or I'll do a quick ready check.
You guys cheating already.
Try
Just
not
make
to
sure-
cheat. We're trying to have fun here, and this is going to be difficult. I'll tell you right now. Be glad you guys aren't drunk on this one. Another level difficulty.
This little transition on the road's pretty rough, so be ready to mount up and fly back up,
All right.
guys.
DJ's
Take
all
your
ready?
time, guys.
Yeah, I got a red check from everybody. Okay, I want to check ZTH.
You're at red marker, right?
You're going red to yellow, basically.
You're going red to yellow, yeah.
All right, ZTH ready?
Yep.
We're ready.
Okay, we'll do a ready check. I'm going to count it down.
Spotty, question.
Yeah.
This would be, I would do it for everyone. I'm not allowed to slow fall people if they start falling. Like,
No slow falling people.
Okay, just
So-
let them splat.
Yeah, you got to let them splat.
Once
Midgets
I
are the
get to
red
that
people.
blue marker, does that mean I'm done with my part of the relay?
Correct. Once you get to the blue marker,
Okay.
you are done. You only have to go once. From one
Okay,
marker
so
to
I
the
can
next
just
marker.
I can go flying mount and just watch the rest then. It's
Sure,
fine.
but just, don't
Okay.
be a disturber.
No.
So when it's my turn, I can go to yellow, and then I'm basically done.
Yeah, and then you're basically done. Correct. And then
Okay.
obviously, if one of your players dies or something, you can help res them. The quicker you get the person back, the better. Make sense? Okay, one last ready check. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for this crazy challenge? This is
I
the
got two
craziest-
yaks at red.
This is the crazy guild survivor that we've done.
Yeah, you and the DJ
Um,
person, right?
I'm hoping the
All
actor
right.
can give more than 100% movement speed.
I might throw them
And
all
side
in one
note,
channel.
he did say nothing but zero anything but mount, so probably avalanche elixir is probably not fair.
Yeah, no avalanche elixirs, nothing.
Gotcha.
No
Then whoever gave me those, I can give them back to you later.
It's fine.
just mounts and jumps.
If I'm falling, am I allowed to
balance. Here we go.
glide to the ground to stop the death?
I don't think so. I think you have
Okay.
to go
Guys
flat.
trying to do everything to
Okay.
Well,
Basically,
win.
you get to die.
There's them fight.
Okay, what
Yeah.
we're gonna throw everybody into one channel as well for the chaos that's gonna ensue.
Nice.
Okay, we've pulled everybody into one channel just for the chaos that's about to ensue, as you guys can yell
clarify
over each
one more
other
question on
and fun times. Okay, final ready check for the count.
Don't screw up, Yesvin.
May the odds be ever in your favor.
All right, everybody's time to do a DBM timer. And then our first two people, Yesvin and Iron Dan, will go. Are you guys ready? This is going to be awesome. DBM, pull.
Make sure you guys eject the vendors.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
All right.
Right at your screen. Just
all right, here we go. Pull timer is started.
Blah, 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 blah.
In 5,
Oh.
4, 3,
Tell you afterwards.
2,
Don't
1,
fall,
and
don't fall.
survivors go. All right, here we go. Quick lead by Iron Dan. Iron Dan gonna make the first jump. Here it comes. Oh, he makes it. He lands the first jump. All right, right behind him. Here we go. This is one of the toughest parts of the first match. You see who's in the lead. Iron Dan carrying the first two players right across, and right behind him is Yesvin. They're making the transition to the first blue marker, the first pillar. So Iron Dan needs to get over there, and the two people being carried need to jump on the back of the correct yak. And hopefully they get the right one, make it a little bit easier for themselves. They're going on Kramer.
It's Kramer.
They're trying to jump on the correct one, and hopefully they get on the right one because a bit of a delay here on that. Oh, they missed the first one. Okay, you guys have to get right back on that dragon pillar. You can fly up to the pillar really quick.
I'm clear.
All right. Looks like decel hashtag. All right, Zeros to heroes. Oh, they were in the lead, and they just missed it
Dude, I don't
again.
even know what the heck that was.
All right,
There was a
back and forth here, back and forth. All right.
That's not
Oh
what
no, they
that
keep
was
missing.
interfering.
They keep missing. Did we lose scan?
That's us.
Oh, we're gonna
We
res
have to
scan
go.
Ray here really
That's
quick.
bad.
We're being rest.
Just take it slow over the first hump, dude.
There we
I
go.
just
Let me go
trying.
shield them.
literally tap forward.
And Jaser's down as well. We're gonna get res Jaser really quickly here.
You gotta
Trigger.
All right, got those combat reses going.
Sparty, can I
People-
res my teammates since I'm done?
Yeah, you can res. Go, heal them, res them, whatever. That's fine.
I will say, whoever's on that rocket mount kind of screwed us there, so you need to stay away. I don't know who that
rocket
was.
mount. All right, let's see.
Nice
Have
job,
they
guys.
have they started? Have I missed the people in the
I'll give you
lead?
your gold later.
Okay, looks like here we go.
Onto the
DJs
All right, on to
very
Beaver.
precariously.
Come on.
No,
So that's
dude.
precarious balancing.
Oh,
Oh no!
Beaver. Dismount.
The mammoth. is
Oh
fucked.
man!
Mammoth.
All right, let's go ahead over here. Looks like the next team is trying to make the transition point.
we
This
swap,
challenge is a
or can we
lot
get,
tougher
like,
than we
Do
had
we have to have the
imagined
same person?
with these
Oh, shit.
mounts. So it
Let's
looks
go.
like the next person's trying to get
That's
in,
all.
and the
Oh,
other
for
team's trying to screw them
sake.
over. Oh, and they've fallen off
This
again,
is
so they need to
hard.
get right back onto the purple platform. You can see here Severus
gotta
is
line
being
it
a
up
little
because you're
shit,
gonna,
and
like, careen
he's
off for, like,
he's
a-
doing
Your
the
first
whole
little bit when you're
lower
walking
amount
off that
more
hump there,
remote.
just turn on walk over the hump, and then turn running back on. You
This
won't fall.
challenge is
Kramer,
way tougher than we
okay.
had
Usually
imagined.
pick her up.
You don't
I
jump,
know.
you
I'm
gotta
trying.
bounce.
I'm almost
I need
there.
my.
But this
there
could
we
be
go.
anybody's game.
Trying,
It's back and
just
forth.
really
That's
crap.
Sev's trying to screw them over. Here we
On
go.
top of each
Walk
other.
is on
We're
now.
on.
Very precarious
You're
balancing
good.
there.
For-
Oh no,
Oh, no,
Beaver!
you're dead.
I'm completely sideways right now.
We can reach.
And
Get on,
we're
get on, get on,
back
get on.
on the purple pillar.
You're good. You're good.
All right, here we go. Zeros
Oh,
to
wait,
heroes.
never mind.
No, DJs. DJs are now in the lead. It looks like Severus with his yak mount has
got
taken the
this, guys.
lead.
Sev, go.
Zeros to heroes falling behind.
Where's
So you need to
our-
make the jump to red Sev and then
I can't
transition
get on
over.
the thing.
All right, so they need to transition
Sev.
over and get over to the wheel.
Beaver.
Who's
back
waiting
up.
with them?
There we go.
You guys got plenty of time.
So
Just take
looks
your time.
like Amy and
Do the little
Epic
walking
Heel
trick
are
and
waiting for
make
the
sure you're
next one.
positioned well.
Let's see where these guys are. Are they making the jump?
That
Did they
doesn't
fall
sound
off?
like such a calm
Potentially
rate,
here.
Oh.
We're trying to find them.
I
Alright.
am screwing
get
this
on.
up royally.
Oh, it looks like Sev
Make
did
sure
fall
when you
off at
fine.
some
mount it,
point.
you
All right,
mount it,
Sev's
like,
got it back
on
again.
top of the thing
Both
like
teams
this.
are still neck and neck. Both teams are
Yeah,
pretty
you can be on
close.
top of the wood.
Get on top of the wood.
Like, stand right on top of me here.
There we go. Lots of difficulty here. All right,
There you go.
Beaver's
Yep,
on.
Just make sure it's lined
All
up.
right, here comes Beaver again. Oh, a little bit of balance, a little bit of wobble. He's
Come
going.
on, Sav, you can do
No,
better than
Beaver.
this.
Falling right through the.
Don't let him peer pressure you.
Yeah, it seems like this mammoth is a
I think the
lot
mammoth
harder
is
than the
like,
yak.
Yeah,
wonky.
they're both quite
Yeah.
difficult to maneuver.
Like, you can't seem to get over it.
Sev, you're almost there. Just go. Don't stutter.
All right, here we go. DJ's in the
Exit
lead,
on
makes
that
the
one.
jump over.
Move
Sev
into the
makes
middle
it.
so they
Now
know
they
which one
need
to
to
get on.
transition
Beaver,
to
as
the
you move
next
started,
one
and then you can
and
come
make it over
bottom.
to
Why-
the way
what-
back.
I'm-
So
I'm
DJ's
a
is
rider.
50% done.
Good
Beaver
we're good, we're
is
good.
slowing the team down a little bit here.
W to
Go
go.
up.
Let's go fly back and see how these teams are doing.
You're just like
Take
falling
your
through
time,
it.
man. Take your time.
Yeah, I'm just
Look at
falling
them
right.
balls. Holy sh!
That was a ballsy jump, my man.
Oh,
Next
ballsy,
time.
ballsy jumps
That's
by
How
the
you win.
players.
That's how you win, Epi.
All right, they're a little stuck by Beaver. Beaver, hopefully,
I stopped myself.
very precarious. Again, sideways. No,
It goes through
Beaver.
the same spot
You're
every
gonna be
time.
jumping
Always
onto
next,
Illy up
always
here.
next.
Illy.
Oh man.
I don't know if this mount can work on this. It seems like.
Go, go, go.
We're gonna have to do the yak mounts. DJs,
switch
really,
mounts.
they're on the
I know.
opposite platform right now. They're a solid 2 ropes
know how
ahead
to-
trying to
Both
make that
in.
transition.
Yeah, I'm in. We're
There
good.
we go. So Beaver has now chosen the yak instead. Oh,
I don't have the eject thing.
Killing it, Elliot.
no,
Killing
Yeah,
it.
Beaver!
this goes through the
Back
thing.
and forth.
Killing
Beaver
it.
can't make it
I think you have
across.
to use a different
They got to
mount.
get back there.
Hot fuzz.
Back there each time.
See when you're
boss.
both in.
All right.
We get.
And the DJs are in a fairly commanding lead right now,
Okay,
but
you were the boss,
anybody's
and I am
game.
lost.
Anybody's game at
regain
this
your boss
point.
It's on the right, Beaver, under your map.
So they're
Okay,
trying to
there it
find
is.
their eject buttons,
on the
trying to eject the
There we go.
vendors. There we go. He's ejected the vendors. Beaver is now in the yak.
Yeah,
Here he
it's
goes.
the-
Here he goes. There we go.
There we go.
Much easier. Beaver's
Wow,
got a
that's
much easier
crazy.
time with the
Straight them out
yak
like
than it is the
you don't
Grand
have the
Mammoth.
mammoth?
Apparently, maybe you should have done some
got the
QA
yak.
testing
The yak is
prior to
easier.
this. So here we go.
Oh,
Zero
yeah,
Star
it's
trying to
pretty
catch
well
up,
The
done.
mammoth can't be on the. It can't be on the line.
And,
unfortunately.
and we're trying to go catch up to where DJs are at
Go in,
right
in,
now.
go.
Looks like they're in a fairly commanding
Oh,
lead.
I am so sorry, guys.
see.
I did not know that this mount.
All right, here we go.
How-
And now Hot
Take your
Fuzz,
time. Take your
Hot Fuzz
time.
trying to
Go
make
slow,
the
Hot.
final
Take
push
I'm
here
not
for
going
DJs.
slow.
He's gonna. Oh, that's so close.
Can you fly back up?
Very
Yeah.
precarious
Yeah.
balance there by Hot. So
Can I
close.
see you,
Is he gonna
get
fall
out?
off? It's gonna get
Look at
close
him
here.
bossing it.
behind you guys.
He
there.
still has
Look at
one
him
more jump to
bossing it.
make.
Following some.
One final jump to make. Will it be DJs
running
in the
diagonal.
final end right here?
I'm underneath
You got it.
Hot.
You got it.
You have to make it to the wheel.
I
Oh,
believe.
you're
Here he
you're
goes.
cheating now.
Oh! All
Nice,
right,
there we go.
DJs. All right, congrats, that Jesters. You win guild immunity. Oh man, that was good.
Ugh.
That was a really good one, guys. That was back and forth a number of times. Great job, Death Jesters, on that win. All
Would
right.
have been nice. Would have been nice to know that one of those mounts is bugged and it can't run on the rope.
Well, I did the mammoth for the whole last stretch.
Which
No,
mammoth?
the-
It's just
I
the
couldn't
cart.
make the stupid jump.
Mammoth was garbage.
The jump from the second after the second thing, the mammoth literally falls right through the rope.
I'm gonna blame our QA testing team on this one and our lack thereof.
Yeah.
Where's our
And Hot's gonna go test it
Hashtag
for
Hell
us.
yeah, we gotta go
You
test.
know,
Where's
now I'm really
our
curious.
CM rep?
Yeah,
I'd like
this
to
is
know.
Was it a beaver issue or was it a
You
mammoth
You
issue?
see this like right here is what it was going through.
Yeah, try every type of mammoth.
Fell right through the
It's
center.
okay,
was-
Beaver. I fell twice.
I fell too, even demonstrating.
That's the other mammoth hash. It's the big one.
Like I
That's-
had the yak and I still fell twice trying to make the
No,
jump.
the Grand Ice Mammoth.
It has to
From
be the
your
big one.
walk right forward.
Everyone wants to test this
The
now.
one you can actually get for
See,
free.
we're all
or
having
whatever.
fun.
It
Was it the Grand Ice mammoth?
The Grand Ice
Let me,
Mammoth.
just did
let
it.
me try this myself.
Guild Survivor.
Yeah,
keep
it's not
going.
this.
Pay
He
to
falls
win.
through up here.
All right, let's try
What's
the
that?
Grand Ice
I
Mammoth
jumped over there.
because I tested this on.
It sends it right there.
Dude, what the hell?
I was totally.
Look at that.
Well then,
That's ridiculous.
It falls through.
I was totally
Every-
on that jump.
your
Oh.
mammoths have a hole in them. All right, guys, let's head over.
Yes.
Hearth back to Dollar, and we're going to go to Tribal Council. Zeros to Heroes, you will be sending somebody home today. So
I'll
as you
send
guys,
a portal in.
as you guys hearth over or portal over, we'll get to Tribal Council. All right, Mammoth so bad, Kramer and Hot with the awesomeness. Well, you know, a very buggy area, but you never can find all those bugs. That was, you know, a good try by Zeros to Heroes. Good push, but you never give up. Back and forth. A bunch of those guys kept falling off. Scan
Beaver
and
did
the
not
others
pass
even
his field
died.
sobriety
They even
test.
died on that one. They had to be res, so
I'm not sure if it was him or
it
the
could have gone back
mammoth.
and forth. At least you showed up.
Yeah,
Oh,
Last time I
man.
checked, you shouldn't take your mounts out drinking with you.
I'm pretty certain that mammoth is bugged, or at least mine is.
All right, maybe Beaver's mount was bugged.
I'm going to blame
Maybe it was
high-quality
sabotaged
wizards
by
in
the
there.
by one of your tribe mates. Who knows?
Yeah, we greased
I'm gonna
the
go to
rope.
the instant
Who was on
replay
the
and
rocket?
find out who was on the rocket who took me all the way the wrong
Yeah.
direction.
Oh my god.
Oh, did you jump on the rocket and then he just took off?
It was the rocket was
laugh right there.
inside the mammoth,
All
and I
right.
got on the rocket and they took me away.
Now just remember,
That was Midge.
All right. That was Mitch.
Oh,
Totally.
was it?
just remember, guys. Only Zeros to Heroes should be on the island.
Yeah,
Well,
guys,
say-
get out.
Unless you want to be voted off.
Wait,
sure.
that was Midge on the rocket?
No, it wasn't Midge on the rocket.
Oh man, they're cooking fire.
Okay, so what's the
judges
story of the rocket in the
like-
beginning? Somebody got screwed because somebody was on a rocket?
Oh well.
I mean, it wasn't really that big.
All right. So, Zeros to Heroes, if you guys want to head over to where I am,
Rocket Gate.
and we'll start Tribal Council. All right.
It's time to go to the instant replay.
All right, head over to where I am, Zeros to Heroes by the campfire. Oh, man. Go, Dalaran, have a beer. Go relax. Exactly.
Oh, we have props this
We're
week.
all on the opposite end
Oh,
of,
nice.
of the island.
There we go. All right, ZTH, that was a well-fought battle. I mean, clearly you guys didn't give up. You didn't give up, and it was close back and forth. A number of them did fall off, and, you know, some of the DJs did die. So it was clearly evenly matched, except for that man with the hole in it, or, you know, those greased hooves, you know, whatever happened. So, Beaver, I guess it comes down to you. Well, yes and no. You know, do you feel safe tonight? Do you feel, you know, that it was...
I kind of feel like I'm about to take a long walk off a short plank, but we'll see.
So you're definitely feeling the pressure tonight. Well, what about the rest of you guys? So, Amy, you're the sub here for tonight. You know, how did your team do?
I mean, I think we all had our struggle points, but we were starting to get it. I know a few jumps there, just couldn't get it through.
Okay. Well, short film, going into these events, you guys are given a riddle, a clue. Was it enough of a clue to sort of give you a gauge of what was going to happen prior to the actual event tonight?
I think as far as location, perhaps, but I don't think we're prepared to steady our hands.
Okay, that's fair. And Cafe, going into it, you know, has there been talk between the tribe as to, you know, practicing what the events might be, what some strategy going into these events?
About a half an hour beforehand, we were there in the channel discussing what we thought it might be, what might be coming up, but we didn't really expect it to be, you know, tightrope walking with an elephant.
That's good. Awesome. All right, guys. With that, it will be time to vote. Whenever you guys are ready, whisper me who you would like to vote out. And again, if you are voting for Amy, you are also voting for Talmudim, as he's the sub for tonight. And Yesven is for Conrad. All right, guys. Who do you think will be voted off? One of these top 9. One of these 9 will be voted off. So so we'll see. Let's take everybody's votes.
We're voting now?
Yeah, whisper me your votes. All right, let me start tallying everybody's votes up. All right, getting everybody's votes. Okay, I have everybody's votes. I will tally them up. All right, let's get everybody's votes together. Okay. Once the decision has been read, votes are final. Anyone voted off will be asked to strip naked and jump off the cliff. I'll now read the votes. First vote, Lionel. Second vote, Beaver. Third vote, Beaver. Fourth vote, Amy, also Talmudim. Fifth vote, Amy, or Talmudim. Sixth vote, Beaver. We're at 3 votes Beaver, 2 for Amy, 1 for Lionel. Next vote, beaver. 8th vote, and the next person to be voted off of Guild Survivor, beaver. Beaver, it's been fun. Your tribe has voted you off. It is time to go. Poor beaver. Everyone's wishing him well. He asked for bag space prior to this match. I'm sure he has bag space for his gear. There he goes.
Hopefully losing the last rogue isn't a big deal later.
Poor beaver. Beaver fever. All right. Goodbye, beaver. And there he goes.
Poor panda.
That was amusing.
That
It
was
hurt half as bad.
close.
Only one thing could have made that better if he was a gnome.
All right, so you guys are now down to 8 with beaver voted out. We're going to get to our next challenge in a second. We'll bring all the DJs back into this channel. All right.
The others. Oh.
All right, we have everybody back.